How come every chair I have is like the fucking Tin Man? Oh, sorry, I should not have swore so soon. Sorry, YouTube. Jeez. Thought we could all be adults here. But yeah, every chair I have is like the Tin Man. Needs a oil can. Oil can. Jesus, do I not have one chair in this house that doesn't squeak if I'm moving it? Maybe I don't. Maybe I could start an eBay shop selling squeaky chairs. Old squeaky chairs. That's what they called them in high school. Anyways, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You get notified every time I go live, and I go live every weekday. Is today a weekday? It would be. Whew. I'm not watching the Olympics. I don't have cable or TV. The corporations don't want us to own anything anymore. So they want us to rent movies from them at a monthly subscription. At least Blockbuster was nice enough to allow us to have the physical copy, which if we didn't want to return, what'd they do? Charge us a late fee? What happened if we never went back? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I still have Ewok's Battle for Endor from Blockbuster in San Diego. I never returned it, and they closed. I won. But I feel bad because if that had anything to do with their closing, then I'll take it back. I'll bring it back if you'll reopen. Um, yeah, so I don't have cable or TV. Everything I have is on the internet. Actually, that's not true. I got a vast DVD collection. Not a big Blu-ray collection, but a lot of DVDs. So I do still own stuff. Just found my Crow DVD. The Crow, they're redoing that one. The original is amazing. But if you're like me and you catch up on all the mainstream news and media on the interwebs, then hopefully you saw this band Gojira, which I always thought was some language for Godzilla. I thought Gojira stood for Godzilla. There are Godzilla movies called Gojira, like in the 50s and stuff. Maybe this band just took the name from Godzilla. I know nothing about this band. I guess they're a huge heavy metal band in France. Uh, Paris, France, I'm guessing that's where they're from. Maybe not, but they're from France. They're called Gojira. If you know about them, good on you. I don't know the deep cuts. I used to know the deep cuts for heavy metal stuff. If you want to talk about heavy metal from the 90s or early aughts, I can talk it with you. But this band, and maybe this band's been around since then, but Gojira performed, a heavy metal band performed at the opening ceremonies for the Olympics. And if you haven't seen this video, take some time, Google search it. I couldn't find an official video, or I would have put the link in the description. I would have linked to the video. But I didn't want to send you to some third uploader, some, pirate upload that might be taken down, or I just didn't want to do that. So my best advice is just search. Just go on YouTube, search Gojira. I believe that's it. And watch their opening heavy metal performance for the Olympics. It's insane. It is one of the coolest things ever. And I was watching some YouTubers who are saying, or reading tweets saying, like, why can't we get Metallica to play at the Super Bowl? Why? Because Metallica sucks. Metallica sued their fans. Metallica went after their fans and tried to punish everybody who was pirating their stuff. They're assholes. I hate Metallica. Their music sucks. They're no good. I wish they would drop off the face of the earth. I can't wait till they retire and hang up those sucky guitars and horrible drums. That's why. That's why. Metallica is nothing like the culture of this French heavy metal band. Metallica is not really heavy metal. They're like pop metal. You know, they're like What would you call pop metal? I don't know, but they're like, lamestream metal. That's what they are. They're generic metal. There's nothing cultured about them. And the way they went after their fans was disgusting. That's unforgivable. Especially when you think about any band coming up wants to just give out. Say hi, what's up? No green screen. You haven't been here in a while, my man. No green screen. Um, But any band coming up, including Metallica, probably gave out free CDs at some point and was praying that people would copy it, give it to friends, hand it out, distribute it on their own. No FBI warnings, no lawsuits. Every band coming up does that. So the fact that Metallica got to a point where they didn't need to do that, had enough money to do it, and turned around and tried to chastise everybody for sharing their music is just fucking beyond me. But this band, Gojira, they played at the Olympics, right? I don't know what church, castle, medieval manor they were playing at, but the setting is amazing. And then, what's up, CJ? Good to see you. Say hi and CJ. The old timers are here. Or I should say, the long timers are here. Good to see you guys. And CJ, thanks for dropping that comment. I screenshotted it so I won't forget. Gotta love the 80. Or, oh shit, I forgot it, but I screenshotted it. I wasn't expecting to have to rattle it off right now, but I screenshotted it so I'll never forget. Because we got to make that into a t shirt at some point when, the channel surpasses Philly to Franco. And we're cracking 7 million. Oh, by the way, hit subscribe for anybody new to the channel. Hit the notification bell. We're on our way to 1,360. That's where we're at. So we're only a few subscribers away. So if you could hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Just doing my time. Um, I don't know if Seha or CJ, you guys got to see the band Gojira perform at the Olympics, the opening ceremonies. First time a heavy metal band performed. But the radical thing about this band performing is that they played a song from the French Revolution. Something Ser Era? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Forgive me, because I do not want to do that song injustice. Because the French Revolution, probably my favorite revolution. I used to love the American one, but the American one kind of bores me now. I like the French one, where they broke out the guillotines. And this band Gojira not only played a song, which they adapted to a heavy metal version of a French Revolution song, but they had a headless Marie Antoinette singing it. It was gnarly. Viva la revolution! That's right, CJ. So I highly encourage Seha, CJ, anybody else who watches this, take 3.5 minutes and watch this heavy metal band Gojira from France play a French Revolution heavy metal adaptation of the song. A heavy metal adaptation of a French Revolution song. The song, I guess, while a headless Marie Antoinette sings it. If you don't know, she was beheaded during the French Revolution, famously quoted as saying, "Let them eat cake," to the peasants who were starving and ready to revolt. Cost her head. And I saw one of the, what's it? Oh, I should have linked the article I was reading because it had, maybe I'll have to go back and I'll throw a link in there because they had some clips from Twitter. But the Reddit thread was hilarious because they said, so I guess the band Cake is out. Because if you're gonna have Marie Antoinette singing the French Revolution song, it just only seemed appropriate to have the band Cake. Just like, man, Reddit is so amazing. The threads, the people on Reddit. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of you guys, everybody who's in the family here, everyone who's subscribed and part of the community. That's why I love doing these lives because these lives remind me of like a live Reddit thread because there are just hilarious people in here dropping gems all the time. What do I think about Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn in the new Joker? Oh, Lady Gaga did something at the opening Olympics too, and I didn't bother watching it because I was so enthralled with watching this heavy metal band. I must have watched the performance 3 or 4 times. So there's like blood splatter and headless people and some lady on a ship and fire and amazing. All at like this French castle manor. I don't know what it was. I need to do more research. I'm sorry. I got excited and just wanted to go live. Gojira is so good. Saw them live last year and it was one of the best things. You seen them live, Woody? You must know the deep cuts because everything I read about these people, this band Gojira was like they everyone's saying like they're happy they're getting the recognition. They're on a global stage. I had never heard of them, so I'm impressed because I don't know anybody who knows this band, and I was excited to witness this band for the first time in this setting and watching them play a French Revolution heavy metal song with a headless Marie Antoinette. I was like, I love this band immediately. They're everything um, that I would ask for in a heavy metal band. Pure heavy metal. That's the other thing the Twitter people who are saying like, "Oh, we can't get Metallica to play a Super Bowl." Metallica would never do a headless Marie Antoinette. They would never have the balls to do. They're lame stream pop metal. That's what they are. Metallica sucks. So Woody, that's fucking rad, man. I don't know if you got any videos of it or if you do anything on YouTube if you're a creator, but I would if you post it, I'll watch. I want to look up more of this band. In fact, I'm gonna probably download some of their music go onto one of the streaming services because nobody owns anything anymore. CJ, so Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn. I don't know if I've seen the trailer, or if I have, I don't remember it. You don't think Gaga would make a good Harley? I don't know. I'll tell you what, I really like Lady Gaga, but not like as an actor. Like, I love her stage presence. I love her voice. I love her music. I think she's a fantastic artist. But the only thing I've seen her in is that A Star is Born or in the Sha La 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 Lows with Bradley Cooper. And that was just painful to watch. That was, God. I kept watching because it was so painful and it was almost like I enjoyed torturing myself watching the whole movie. You know, you're like, this can't get any worse. I gotta see if this gets worse. It was like driving around a car accident, and the car accident was in the middle of a roundabout, and you just kept going around. You like didn't get off. You're like, I just got to see what happens to this. Um, so I'm torn because I would like to see Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, but I don't think it would be good. I don't think that's her vein. I think it's got to be someone. What's that girl that played in the New Mutants. You know X-Men, the New Mutants, I think it was called. The girl that has the dragon, the imaginary friend dragon. She's in a ton of stuff now. I think she was in that Queen's Gambit Netflix series. She's got a very particular look, long blonde hair. I think she's Irish. I forget her name. Forgive me. But I think she'd make an amazing Harley Quinn. I totally forget her name, but she's in the New Mutants. She's the blonde girl in the New Mutants. What's her name? Magic or I forget what her mutant name is. But she's got the little invisible dragon that she talks to, or it's the plushie, the stuffed animal dragon, something. Um, I wasn't to see the new Deadpool and Alien. Did you see Deadpool or no? No, you didn't. I heard Deadpool's like raking in the money if it's already out. The headline I read was that Deadpool made $38 million in previews, which I was like, how do you do that? Don't they have to watch a movie? People paying for previews now? That's gonna be the next thing. They charge you to watch the trailer. Watch. That's what it's gonna be. They gave us teaser trailers, and then they were like, what can we do next? I know. We'll have them rent the trailers from us. We're all fucked. Um, So yeah, Lady Gaga, amazing behind the piano on stage, but on the big screen, I don't know. I'd like to see her pull it off. I think that's my answer, CJ. I would love to see Lady Gaga uh, pull it off. I don't think she could, but I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for her. I just, ah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, uh, I hate to say it, but I feel like she would try too hard, you know? And when she's not trying and she's just being her little monster self, she's amazing. But I feel like when she gets into that acting mode, she's trying to act, and you can't try to act. You can either do or do not. Or what does Yoda say? You either do or you don't. But there is no try. I don't know. Yoda said something like that. And he was fucking right. So, yeah. So, I don't think Gaga. But don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on her. I want her to pull it off. Did she got the role too, right? And is this the Joker with Joaquino Phoenix? Because I watched like 3 minutes of that Joker and I was already bored. I'm sorry. Once Heath Ledger did the Joker, it ruined everything for me. He was so good. Like, there's just the Joker character has to be retired because Joaquin Phoenix like sucks. I'm sorry. Couldn't even watch that Joker, and I won't. I'll never ever see that Joker. I guess I'll have to watch. If this is the new Joker with Joaquin and Lady Gaga, I don't know if I'll be able to make it through. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll try to watch it for Lady Gaga, but once Heath Ledger did the Joker, like let's face it, they should have just killed that character off in the Batman series forever because no one's going to top Heath Ledger's Joker. I think she's going to match the same crazy as Joaquin. I don't think Joaquin does crazy. I think he does acting as crazy. Like when I was watching it the whole time, I was like, "Oh, Joaquin, you're so adorable. You're acting so hard, so hard. Like I can feel you acting through the screen." You ever go into a movie? Everybody has someone like that. CJ saying, I know Woody. You guys have people like that where you go to watch a movie and you don't see them, you just see Leonardo DiCaprio or Keanu Reeves or Brad Pitt, or I'm trying to think, what's his name? Not Stanley Tucci. Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum always plays Jeff fucking Goldblum in every movie, and people think he's great, but I think he's pompous and braggadocious and precocious and any other ocious words. Um, I just think he's flat. He's flat. That character, we get it. You kind of stutter a little, and then you say a quip. Fuck you, Jeff Goldblum. Get a new deal. Sorry, my Jack. No, kind of like the new Joker. Listen, listen. I get it. There are people who are like fanatical about the new Joker. Just not for me. I'm like so far. I don't know. Just that Heath Ledger when he burns that fucking money. God, I started to question who the hero was in that movie. I went, is it Christian Bale or is it Heath Ledger? I think Heath Ledger, I think, was the hero. And then Bane comes along and he's robbing Wall Street, and you're like, oh god damn, I got to root for Bane now. Um, your Joker's Jack Nicholson. Well, listen, Jack Nicholson set the bar so high. That purple suit set the bar so high, and then Heath Ledger comes along with that dingy, grungy purple green, and it was game over. It was game over. Even old Jack knows that. Um, does that come out soon? I'm gonna have to get off this and go watch the trailer. Say, say, did you just reference Joe's apartment? I thought I was the only one who knew about that movie. Holy shit. That is so funny. And I seen the original. I hope they're not making a remake. You know what movie I really want to see though? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. And I'm so excited they named it that because that's brilliant. They didn't name it Beetlejuice 2. They called it Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. That and Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton looks like even more primed for that role than when he was young. They got Winona Ryder back. They got, what's that little girl that played Wednesday Adams? I forget her name. But she's great because she's like the new Winona Ryder esque character. They got Catherine O'Hara back, which God bless her because I mean, everything she does is amazing. So they got the whole gang together. They're pulling all the original cat. Yeah, yeah. Um, so I'm telling you, this Beetlejuice movie, as long as the story is decent, which I don't know if you've seen the longer trailers, but fuck, it looks so amazing. I'm gonna have to see that in theaters. I think that comes out in September. The other movie I'm really excited to go see because my kids or my daughter really wants to go see is Mufasa. My daughter, since she could walk, has loved Lion King. And you know how kids just get into stuff and they know the lore behind it and they know the backstories and the ancestry behind the characters and they know the deepest cuts. That's my daughter. She could tell you the story of Mufasa and how he came up and who he's related to and where he descended from. And it's so I love her passion for it. And I love when people are that into something, even if I'm not, I could just listen to them tell me about it all day. And my daughter like draws cartoons and draws different characters out of Lion Guard, and they're finally doing a Mufasa movie, like something outside of the Lion King, you know, because we had the Lion King live action, which was great, really great movie, cool to see live action, but it was just the story again. We want something else. We want something more. Um, I don't know how we got this far off topic. Bandito, what did I miss? You missed a lot. Let's see. We went through Gojira, the heavy metal band from France, playing on the world stage. First time heavy metal band played on the world stage, and they played a heavy metal adaptation of a song from the French Revolution with a headless Marie Antoinette singing. The most heavy metal thing ever. Like, I've never heard of Gojira before. I always thought that just meant Godzilla. I didn't know it was a heavy metal band from France, but now I'm a huge fan just from that one show. You're playing revolutionary stuff with guillotines and headless Marie Antoinettes. My God, such a great like. I need to see them live. Um, oh, just nerd stuff. Yeah, wicked epic set. But then we went into all the movies. How do we get into movies, anyways? I don't even remember. You got to go through the chat. We started talking movies. Oh, CJ asked about Lady Gaga pulling off Harley Quinn. I said I love her music. I love her as an artist. I don't know if she could do it on the movie set though. I watched The Star Is Born or whatever it's called, the sha la 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 lows, and that was painful. I hope she can do it though. I'm rooting for her. I don't think it'll happen. And then I started talking about Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. We debated the best Joker. Well, we didn't debate. I just laid the law down. Best Joker, Heath Ledger. Um, New Joker looks good. See that, Seha? Seha, Bandito thinks the new Joker looks good. I couldn't even watch this Joaquin Joker, new Joker. I watched, I think, 3 minutes of it, right past the part where he has that weird dream or fantasy of Robert De Niro pulling him on stage. Was it a fantasy? I don't even know. And I just said, oh, Jesus, it's a midlife crisis movie mixed with a little depression and bipolar. Ugh. And Joaquin Phoenix is just overacting, you know? You feel like his mom is standing right off camera going like, Joaquin, you're such a talented boy, and he's just like, yeah, ma, I'm doing my best over here. So I don't know. I just, I don't know. More stylized, but it's a realistic take on the character. Yeah, I get it, but there's nothing. The most realistic take on the character for the Joker for me was, again, Heath Ledger wanting to watch the world burn, wanting to just burn that money, just fuck that town up, because I think that's more realistic. I think we're watching people do that. It's funny because, you know, a lot of these billionaires that be out here, uh, any of them could be Batman at any time, but they're all choosing to be like a fucking Joker or Bane, and not in the good sense. In the like, I'm gonna burn money in front of you while you guys struggle to survive. Um, Watch a lot of movies at the drive-in. Oh, there's a drive-in, but it's like an hour and a half away from me. But I would love to take my kids. Wait, so CJ, did you watch the new Inside Out? And if was better. Oh, my kids just watch If because that came out on like streaming, and they love that. But the new Inside Out we have not seen. I think we're gonna try to see him next week. We got my aunt always gives us gift cards. God bless her. She knows how to give the best gifts. She gives us gift cards to the movie theater, and she always writes in the Christmas note, Christmas card. She says for you and your wife to get a break from the kids. And I've never had the heart to tell her, but every year when she sends those, we take the kids to the movies. We've never, me and my wife, I don't think we've ever even gone out to dinner. We've always had the kids with us for 10 years now. Never had a date night, never had a break. So my aunt always tries to like give us that, you know, a night on her, gift cards and everything. And last year I took my son to the Ninja Turtle movie. This year, my wife took the kids to Despicable Me 4, and then I think we're going to take them to Inside Out 2. And then I got to save some of the gift card to go to Mufasa in December. Always with the kids. The transformation of Joker is an interesting angle, but the Nolan Batman movies are my favorite. Yeah. Nolan Batman movies are so amazing. I own those, but I'll watch if I see them on streaming, I'll just start watching them. And the great thing about those movies is you don't know who to root for. Like Christian Bale is so good, and that Alfred is so good. What Michael Caine, um, but like the Joker does some stuff where you just really want to root for him. And when Bane robs Wall Street, and they're like, "What? Don't you know there's no money here?" And he's like, "Well, what do you do? What are you doing here?" Fucking great line, you know. And then you're like, "Oh, come on, Batman, let him rob Wall Street." Like you know, he's the hero in this scene. I don't know. Great villains, great heroes. Those movies are probably perfect movies in my opinion. And I know that's saying a lot, but you know, another perfect movie for me is like Hunt for the Wilder People or Boy, two of the Taika Waititi movies. Hunt for the Wilder People is a perfect movie. Same with Boy. Those movies I could watch again and again. And if you haven't seen them, go watch them. Um, all right, shit. I got so off track. I was going to talk about Gojira and all that stuff. But again, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're almost at 1,360. I can't do it without you. And the reason why I love this is because CJ, Bandito, Seha, Woody, everybody who joins up makes these lives so much more fun. We kind of go off the beaten path a little bit and we go, you know, down some different roads than maybe the title says, but it's always fun. Uh, and CJ, so it was with the new Inside Out. I really want to see that one because what's her name? Maya Hawke, Ethan Hawke, who I love. If you haven't seen him in Good Lord Bird, the John Brown miniseries from HBO Max or HBO, one of my favorite series. But him and his daughter star in that, and that was my real first introduction to Maya Hawke, and she is a fantastic actress. She is fucking fantastic. Maya Hawke, she really got like that talent from her father because Ethan Hawke is amazing. Um, yeah, can't have a great hero without. That's good point, CJ. I didn't even consider that. I always considered them just as their own entities. But I guess when you have a great hero and a grand villain, it makes the movie that much better. Especially when you just don't know who to root for. You're rooting for everybody. Good Lord Bird was awesome, wasn't it? And did you like Inside Out too? My kids really, really want to see it, especially my daughter. And I want to see what is Maya Hawke in it? Anxiety? I think that's what she is. I forget her character, but I respect Pixar's game that they went from like what if fish had feelings with Nemo to what if cars had feelings, what if toys had feelings, what if fish had feelings, what if cars had feelings, what if dinosaurs had feelings. Like they did all the shit and then they were like what if feelings had feelings. So great. I think that's a meme too or something. Forget where I seen that, but it's so true. And if you've ever watched like the TED Talks about the people at Pixar where they talk about storytelling and how to tell a good story, it's funny that they boiled it down to like what we could tell a story about feelings having feelings. Um, they shot the shootout scene at the actual site. Are you talking about Good Lord Bird? They did not go down to West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia. It's Harper's Ferry. My brother was just there. I had him allegedly bring me a rock from the firehouse. Um, Sorry, twitch my eye. Because I don't know if you know this, but my relative, I'm related to John Brown. He's in my Ancestry.com app. Um, it's my aunt's login, though. I don't pay for it. My aunt pays for a subscription, so she gets all like, she's the one who has like the family Bible and stuff and traced our lineage. And not through marriage or anything, through blood. John Brown is I forget what cousin, but it's so crazy. I can scroll back and see not only some of the cats that fought in the Revolutionary War, um, but John Brown is in my fucking ancestry tree. So I'm very proud of that. It's a fucking rad thing. And if you've never read John Brown's, shit, where's my book? I don't know if I'm gonna find it right now. But if you like John Brown, let me hold on. Here, here it is. I highly recommend this book. It's a little thick, but it goes through his life story. And what's his name? David Reynolds does him justice. And if you can't sit and read, or if you're like me and you start to fall asleep when you're reading a huge book like that, get the audiobook. I bought that book, read half of it, and then bought the audiobook because I kept falling asleep. I couldn't stay up. I would read the book and be nodding off and forget. So I got the audiobook and I would anytime I get in the car, I'd just listen to it. Um my husband's relative is John Brown. Oh, so we're probably related then. That's awesome. I wonder, is it through blood or marriage or um because he is I'm trying to think. So my great shit, I forget what it is. My great One of my great grandfathers is his, great grandfather. And then he's his I forget what it is. His sister or I'll go into the ancestry. I took pictures of it, but you know, his sister is my great grandmother or some shit. I don't remember. God damn. I didn't know I was going to be talking about this. I need to go back into the app, get my aunt's login again. But I took screenshots of everything because I was tripping out. Um, yeah, good Lord Bird, one of the best, and Ethan Hawke does him justice. I am oh so what a me. Marriage to the head of the Mormons. Whoa. What's up, blah? Good to see you, blah. Just joined this one. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Fuck me running. Blah, good to see you. If everybody doesn't know, Blah just joined up. I think it was last night. Oh my god. Guys, hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. See my cross? I just got this. I don't know if you know, my one of my good friends passed away. He's like my brother, and this is a necklace his mom gave me that had his ashes in it, and it just popped off. So just give me 1 second. God damn. I'm so sorry. I can't mess around with this. I gotta make sure. Holy shit. Hope his ashes didn't come out. I don't know if they were in the top of that or what. Shit. Sorry. So sorry about that. I just felt that necklace. Thank God it came off when I was sitting in the chair. I would have been devastated if this fell off somewhere. That was horrifying. Yeah, I can't lose Mikey. Holy shit. I'm gonna have to go look and see why that just popped off. Oh my god. I've only had this for. His mom gave it to me. I went to see her on Wednesday night. And she had necklaces made with his ashes. Sorry, the lighting is bad down here. Fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm really distracted because I cannot lose this. God damn. I'll super glue it. I'll super glue it so it doesn't come off. I super glue everything. Anybody else do that? Is that your answer to everything? My son will even come to me and be like, need a locking link. Okay. I'll look up what a locking link is. But it was like the top. See that little circle right there? That popped off. That just popped. It like unscrewed or something. I don't know. Oh shit, the Discord. Oh my god. Bandito, I'm so sorry. Um I didn't do my homework. That's on me. Sorry. I gotta get on that. And I gotta write Ku. I know I connected it with him. Ku the freestyle. He's out in Egypt, so I know the time difference is hard to connect. I haven't heard from him in a while, but I will no. It's not no pressure. I want to get this done because from what I understand, it could be really advantageous for all of us to stay connected, to keep connected, and to just keep building the community, make these live streams even better, you know? So I need, because honestly, this week's just been kind of crazy going to see my friend's mom, and we're still like, I'm done moving, but I'm not done unpacking, if that makes sense. So that's what my days are filled with outside of work. Uh, I gotta shit. I gotta put a thing in my calendar because I want to do that this weekend. Um, so if you can help me remember, just drop a comment on this video after I upload it, Bandito, because then it will alert me when I get a new comment. Um, and I won't like it or anything. I'm just gonna leave it there so I can see it. Because anytime I check my YouTube thing, it will show me it. Because I need to. And if you do that, if you're on Discord, Bandito, I forget if you told me. You did. Leave your. We gotta connect because I need your Discord handle so you can help me figure this out. Um, yeah, because I really want to get this done. I want to set up the Discord. All right. So I got some work to do. Blah. I don't know if you're on Discord. I know you're new, but we've all been talking about starting a Discord for the lives, for the channel, for the community. Um, Me, I'm old, so Discord is like it's a tough one for me to figure out, but I'm going to, uh, so we can all stay connected on there. And plus, it'd be cool to have a little community that's always there, not just when I go live. That we can just check in because sometimes the weekends are tough. But if I can jump on Discord and drop something in there, um, so yeah, just so you know, because I know you're just joining in. If you're wondering what we're talking about, want to make sure everybody's kind of just on the same page or aware. Sorry, it's getting late. My brain's starting to slow down. Um, but you know what I mean. Like just is a cool thing to have. And if nobody wants to use Discord, that's fine. I know Bandito. I'm guessing CJ. I know there's a few people. Jen, hopefully, will jump on Discord. I know Koo and his buddy that are out in Egypt already reached out to me. And I guess on Discord, he was telling me that we could do like a phone call through Discord on there because that's what we were planning to do. Okay. That's right. We already talked about this. You're an old head just like me. All right. Bandito underscore. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this up and I'll jump on my Discord right now, Bandito, and try to look for you. Uh, just Bandito underscore Suavecito. So that way I can request you and you and I can at least connect on there. And then if I get any questions or we could maybe uh, start to build a channel. I know you're only on mobile. I gotta get on the my kid's computer. Gonna watch some of the old Ghost Adventuring tonight. Yeah. Go see Young Rob. I should retitle all those Young Rob. Young Rob goes ghost hunting. Yeah. I'm gonna listen, CJ. Old Rob's gonna be doing ghost hunting too. I'm in Salem, so it's just Salem kind of sucks now. Um, I think just all the people that come here, so we got like 1 million visitors every October. And I think they come and do like rituals in graveyards and they do you can see it on my ghost hunting videos. Like I stumble upon stuff that's kind of weird and, out there. Who knows what it is, but I think the town or the city of Salem kind of got tired of it and they started putting security cameras everywhere and locking things like the Burying Point Graveyard in downtown Salem, one of the oldest graveyards from 1692, has a Mayflower captain buried there, judge from the witch trial buried there. That graveyard used to always be open. You could just go walk through. I loved hanging out in the back. It was such a cool, serene little island of graves in the center of Salem. And now they lock it. You can jump the gate easily, but they lock it. And if you don't know, like I seen them putting up the security cameras, they have security cameras there now. So if you do jump it, they're gonna bust you. Um, and it just sucks. And I think it's because some people were doing knucklehead stuff in these graveyards. Um, so it's just not the same. Like I can't walk around doing these explorers feeling, you know, like like it's safe anymore. Um, so effing young radio. But I'm gonna get back at it. And it's easier when I have someone to go with. That's the other thing that really stopped me. I kept asking everyone, my friends, family, I would ask anybody to go with me because it was terrifying pulling up to these places at midnight, 1 in the morning, and having to go, walk this distance through the woods or walk by where people were telling me like you got to be careful, it's homeless, people that will camp out there because it's like isolated and safe. Or so I just kept getting freaked out and people would bail on me or wouldn't want to go, and I don't blame them because going places at 1:32 in the morning to like graves or it's I guess it's not normal. I don't know, to me it was totally normal. But I just kept getting freaked out, and I at least wanted to have somebody, even if they didn't come in with me, like sit in the car. So if something went wrong, I could call you, or if the police rolled up messing with me, you just want to have some kind of safety. Um, so that's the other thing. When you watch people who do this alone on YouTube, these people like Midwest Ghost Hunter, if you haven't seen him, he goes alone to these places. Like you gotta remember all those variables. Like he's rolling up to a place. He's got to tell people where he's going, or he's got to have somebody, I would hope. Because that was always my fear. Like I would always tell my wife, like, hey, I'm going out, in case the police fuck with me or something, I'll call you. And it was just always like an understood thing. I never just disappear. Like I'd always let her know. Um, but you got to remember that stuff when like cats go out by themselves, whether they really experience paranormal something and maybe get messed up, they experience the police or real humans, whatever it is, like, you're totally alone. If I was close, I'd go. I'd so go. Well, blah, listen, if you ever come to Salem, you hit me up. I know all the good locations around here. I'm telling you, it's just hard to find people that will go with you at 2 in the morning. Um, and that goes for anybody. Anybody's coming to Salem for October or anything, you hit me up, you let me know, we'll catch up. Uh, I love the city. I love going around here. So, and there's a lot of cool history too. We love looking for ghosts. We'll visit, take a break from the child. It's fun. Yeah, listen, I'm telling you for real. Anybody wants or anybody comes to Salem, make sure you drop it in my comments, something like that, and we'll connect. I'm 5 minutes from downtown, and there's so many non-traditional places. I want to say, they have the ghost tours, which you see every night if you go downtown Salem at night. There's people following some dude in a big top hat, and he's telling you these spooky stories. That's cool, but there's like real locations, where you can kind of stumble down back alleys, or if you got a car you could drive to that are fucking crazy. Like I was telling my buddy when he came out here, he loves going around Salem, and he was like, "So is this where all the stuff was happening?" I was like, "No, the craziest thing, like John Proctor, one of the dudes who was killed during the witch trials, his grave." Because they weren't allowed to. So when they hung the alleged witches, they weren't witches. When they hung these people, they wouldn't. They kept them up hanging in the tree because they were considered a witch. So nobody was allowed to cut them down. So their families had to sneak in the middle of the night to cut them down to give them a burial, but they couldn't bury them. Remember, this is 1600s. So the families would have burial plots. You can go to the Rebecca Nurse homestead in Salem, or no, 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 sorry, it's in Danvers. In the Rebecca Nurse homestead, they have their family burial plot in the back. But if your family was accused, you could not bury them there. So you had to bury them, your family would want to give you a Christian burial, but they couldn't do it in an obvious place because then you would be found guilty of whatever it was. So John Proctor's grave is at an on ramp. We used to drive by it every single fucking day to take my wife to work. It's at an on ramp. And if you drive by slow enough, because there's almost nowhere to park, there's a street like right before it, you can pull down and park. Um, but if you're not paying attention, you'll drive right by it. But there are days because it's an on ramp, so there's a lot of traffic. And when you're going slow enough and there's traffic, you look at the on ramp and it says, like here lies or here is the grave of John Proctor, and it's right next to like the guardrail. It's so crazy. Um, yeah, the real deal stuff. The houses, the insane asylum property. Look that up. Look up Danvers Insane Asylum and just look at it. They used it in one of the Batman things. I forget. Last time I went there, this other couple happened to be going there and they were on a road trip, but they wanted to visit because they said this was used as I forget, the inspiration for Arkham Asylum in the Batman movies, the Danvers Insane Asylum. So if you get a chance, just jump on Google and look up Danvers Insane Asylum. I'm sure there's some videos on YouTube. Damn, now I want to go watch them. Um, so yeah, Danvers Insane Asylum. Check out the photos of like it's condos now, but when it was a sane asylum, they kept the main building too. So if you actually look up the condos, the main building, like my wife works right next door to there. So if you drive up there, because it's up this huge hill, which makes it even creepier. But they kept the main building from the sane asylum and then just renovated the inside. Um, but yeah, check it out because the architecture is gnarly, and you'll definitely see the inspiration for Arkham Asylum in the Batman world universe. You'll see that inspiration in this architecture. It's fucking crazy. Which does it? Do you wonder, like, did they mean to do that? Where they're like, we're gonna build an insane asylum and just make it look nuts. You would think like an insane asylum, they want it to be like very calming and like not trigger people. But they were like, we're gonna build an insane asylum and make it look like the most terrifying fucking place ever. we're gonna make these people know where they're going. We're gonna drive them crazier. Um, so, so yeah, check that stuff out. It's awesome. All right, guys. I'm gonna bounce. Go check out the video of Gojira, the heavy metal band, which did it fucking proper. Man, they showed up tonight. Um, and thank you guys for joining. And if you have not hit subscribe, please do. I go every weekday. Go live every weekday. We sometimes veer off into other conversations, but honestly, like I kind of love that. And I could talk about paranormal stuff all day long. Maybe we should do that. We should do like a late night paranormal live stream. We'll just talk about some crazy ish. I could talk about some stories from some local lore. You guys could share your local lore. Bandito, till next time, brother. And I'll reach out to you on Discord, okay? If I don't forget tonight, because now I want to go watch Dan versus Sane Asylum videos. I can't get distracted. But we're going to work on the Discord. Thank you guys. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Love you guys. And thank you for being part of this community, being part of the family. It means the world to me. Truly, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so blessed. It's rad doing these lives. So I will hit you up, Bandito. Blah, good to see you again. CJ, love when you join up. And Woody, and I forget who else. Seha, Seha. I didn't forget who else. Seha was here. Good to see you, Seha. I'm glad. Good to see you again, man. Referencing the old green screen. She's packed away right now, but I need to get her out because I got another video, Tony Robbins video, I need to work on. Okay, thanks guys. Peace. Have a good night.